What if the world as you know it could change in an instant? Not in centuries or decades, but in the span of a single year, 2025. Picture this. You wake up to a sky ablaze, technology silent, and whispers of a new force reshaping nations. These aren't scenes from a sci-fi thriller. They're possibilities rooted in the visions of a woman whose predictions have haunted and captivated the world for decades. Her name was Baba Vanga, a blind Bulgarian mystic whose prophecies have an uncanny knack for coming true. From global tragedies to seismic shifts in power, her words have echoed through time, leaving us to wonder, what's next? As we stand on the cusp of 2025, her final warnings paint a picture of 6 events. 3 that will shake the earth to its core, and 3 that will redefine life forever. Are you ready to face what might be coming? Let's set the stage. Born in 1911 in a small village in Bulgaria, Vanga lost her sight at age 12 during a violent storm that swept her away and left her buried in debris. When she was found, her eyes were sealed shut, but she claimed something extraordinary had awakened within her, the ability to see the future. Skeptics scoffed, calling her a fraud, but over the years, her predictions began to unfold with chilling precision. She foresaw the Chernobyl disaster, the fall of the Soviet Union, and even the September 11th attacks, describing steel birds that would bring down great towers. By the time she passed in 1996, her name had become a beacon for those seeking answers about what lies ahead. Now, her final prophecies for 2025 loom large, warning of a world on the brink of transformation. These aren't just predictions. They're a call to prepare, to question, and to look beyond the surface of our reality. Before we dive into the heart of these events, let's pause to consider why stories like Vanga's matter. In a world overflowing with noise, breaking news, trending posts, endless notifications, it's easy to lose sight of the deeper currents shaping our future. That's where this channel comes in. We're here to uncover hidden truths, to explore the possibilities that others overlook. If you find value in this journey, hit that like button, share this video, or subscribe to join our community. Your support helps us keep these stories alive, reaching others who feel the same pull to understand what's coming. And if you're moved to go further, a super thanks goes a long way in fueling our mission to bring ancient wisdom and modern warnings to light. Together, we can face the unknown with courage and clarity. Now, let's step into the storm. Baba Vanga's visions for 2025 speak of 3 cataclysmic events that will test the very foundations of our planet, followed by 3 more that will reshape the way we live. These aren't mere forecasts. They're glimpses into a future where nature, technology, and humanity collide. Let's begin with the first 3 events that could shake the earth to its core. The fury of the sleeping giant deep beneath the earth. A force has been waiting, silent for millennia. Vanga saw it stirring, a fault line so vast it could redraw the map of the world. She spoke of the ground screaming in 2025, splitting continents and swallowing cities whole. Geologists today echo her warning, pointing to ancient fault lines, some dormant for centuries, that are showing signs of unrest. The San Andreas Fault in California, the New Madrid seismic zone in the U.S., and the Anatolian Fault in Turkey are all ticking time bombs, overdue for a rupture. Imagine a quake so powerful it reshapes coastlines overnight. Skyscrapers crumble, highways buckle, and entire regions are cut off from the world. Millions displaced, economies in chaos, and a ripple effect triggering tsunamis and volcanic eruptions. But there's more to this vision than geology. Vanga believed the earth mirrors our collective spirit. When greed, division, and conflict boil over, the planet responds with fury. Have you felt it? The uptick in tremors, the restless volcanoes, the sense that something's brewing? Some mystics say 2025 could be the year the earth demands reckoning. What do you think? Could this be nature's wake-up call? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation. The sky that silences next. Vanga saw a fire in the heavens, a blaze so fierce it would blind the modern world. She described a storm from the sun that would plunge nations into darkness, silencing the hum of technology. Scientists now warn we're entering a peak in the sun's 11-year cycle, with solar flares and coronal mass ejections, CMEs, growing stronger. A massive CME could strike Earth in 2025, frying satellites, overloading power grids, and erasing digital systems. Picture waking up to no electricity, no internet, no GPS, banks frozen, hospitals crippled, supply chains halted. In minutes, we'd be thrust back to a pre-digital age. The last major solar storm, the Carrington event of 1859, melted telegraph lines and lit up the skies. Today, with our reliance on tech, the damage would be catastrophic. But Vanga's warning cuts deeper. She saw this as a chance for humanity to reset, to question our dependence on machines. Without our devices, would we rediscover resilience, reconnect with each other, or descend into chaos? It's a crossroads, destruction or rebirth. What would you do in a world gone silent? Share your thoughts below. The shadow that rises, the third earth-shaking event, is the most enigmatic, the rise of an unseen force. Vanga spoke of a figure emerging from obscurity, not as a hero or villain, but as a catalyst. This shadow would disrupt global alliances, challenge old powers, and ignite a new era. She didn't name them, man, woman, or even a movement, but described their influence as unstoppable. Could it be a political outsider, a tech visionary, or a spiritual leader? Some speculate it's not a person at all, but an idea, a revolution born from the frustrations of a divided world. Look around. Tensions are rising, trust in institutions is crumbling, and voices once ignored are gaining strength. In 2025, a single spark could light a fire. History shows us how quickly change can come. Think of the Arab Spring or the rapid rise of figures like Elon Musk. Whoever or whatever this shadow is, their emergence could redraw the lines of power. Who do you think it could be? Let's hear your theories in the comments. These three events, Earth's fury, the sky's silence, and the shadow's rise, could shake the foundations of our world. But Vanga's visions don't stop there. She saw three more events, not just disruptive, but transformative, altering the very fabric of human existence. Let's explore them. The Great Digital Void. Imagine this. You reach for your phone, but the screen is blank. Your laptop won't boot, your bank account is inaccessible, and a cloud gone. Vanga warned of a digital death in 2025, a collapse so sudden it would erase the systems we rely on. The cause? It could be a cyber attack, an AI gone rogue, or even a cosmic event like the solar storm we discussed. The effect would be the same, a world unplugged. Financial markets would crash, governments would scramble, and society would face a stark choice: adapt or unravel. This isn't science fiction. Experts warn that our digital infrastructure is more vulnerable than we think. A single breach could cascade globally. But Vanga saw a silver lining. Stripped of our virtual crutches, we might rediscover what it means to be human. Communities could rebuild, skills like farming or crafting could resurge, and we might find meaning beyond screens. Or would panic and division win? What's your take? Could we thrive in a digital void? Share below. The lands that fade. Vanga's next vision is haunting. Entire regions vanishing, consumed by water, fire, or forces unknown. She saw cities sinking into the sea, deserts swallowing farmland, and once thriving hubs reduced to ruins. Climate change is an obvious suspect. Rising oceans threaten places like Miami, Jakarta, and Venice. But Vanga hinted at something more mysterious, perhaps tied to geomagnetic shifts or even extraterrestrial influence. Imagine New York's skyline underwater, Tokyo's streets silent, or the Amazon reduced to ash. This prophecy feels personal. Which places do you cherish? Could they be at risk? Scientists warn that 2025 could see tipping points, ice sheets collapsing, ecosystems failing. Yet Vanga believed humanity could adapt, finding new ways to coexist with a changing planet. Will we rise to the challenge or cling to what's lost? Let's talk about it in the comments. The cosmic unveiling, the final event, is the most profound. Vanga spoke of a light from the stars that would change everything. Not a physical light, but a revelation, a moment when humanity confronts a truth so vast it redefines our place in the universe. Some interpret this as an asteroid threat, others as a surge in cosmic energy altering Earth's magnetic field. But the boldest theory? Contact. The disclosure of extraterrestrial life, long hidden, revealed in 2025 that governments have been cagey about UFOs. Recent Pentagon reports admit unexplained phenomena. Could this be the year we learn we're not alone? Vanga saw this as a turning point, forcing us to rethink science, faith, and our future. Would it unite us or spark fear? What do you believe? Could 2025 be the year of cosmic truth? Drop your thoughts below. As we stand at this crossroads, Vanga's prophecies aren't about fear, they're about choice. Each event is a warning, a chance to prepare, to reflect, and to act. Will the Earth's fury wake us to our planet's fragility? Will the digital void teach us resilience? Will the cosmic unveiling expand our minds? The future isn't set, it's shaped by what we do now. Which of these events feels closest to you? Which do you think might strike first? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's build a community ready for what's next. If these stories resonate, consider a super thanks to keep this channel diving into the truths others ignore. Your support makes all the difference. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.
I invite you to enjoy and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit too. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings.